Hey warrior, every single morning you're standing at a crossroads, and the choice you make in those first moments shapes the next 24 hours of your life. Most people don't even realize they're making a choice at all. They roll out of bed, grab their phone, and immediately let the world decide how they should feel. But there's a hidden secret that separates those who thrive from those who merely survive. And it happens within the first few minutes after you open your eyes. The Roman Emperor, Marcus Aurelius, wrote in his personal journal, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." But instead of feeling defeated, he used this awareness to strengthen his mind, not surrender it. Right now, in those precious morning moments, your brain is at its most moldable state. Modern neuroscience confirms that the first thoughts you allow into your mind literally rewire your neural pathways and create automatic patterns for the entire day. Yet most people waste this golden window, scrolling through social media, absorbing other people's negativity, or diving straight into stress. The Stoics discovered something revolutionary. You can program your mind for success, peace, and unshakable confidence by speaking 10 specific truths to yourself every morning. These aren't delusions or fantasy affirmations. They are reality-based declarations that align your mind with how the world actually works. Imagine waking up tomorrow with genuine excitement for the day, no matter what challenges are waiting for you. Imagine facing criticism, setbacks, or uncertainty with a kind of calm confidence that makes people wonder what secret you possess. The ancient Greeks had a word for this ataraxia, the state of unshakable tranquility, being completely at peace with yourself and your place in the world, no matter what storms appear. This isn't something you're born with. It's something you build one morning at a time. In the next few minutes, you're going to learn the exact words that helped generals win battles, entrepreneurs build empires, and ordinary people rise into extraordinary versions of themselves. Each phrase is crafted to target a specific weakness: fear, comparison, lack of focus, emotional reactivity, and procrastination. And here's what makes this different from anything else you've ever tried. These principles have been battle-tested for over 2,000 years. They worked in ancient Rome, they worked during world wars, and they will work in your life today. The only remaining question is whether you'll have the discipline to use them. Before we begin this transformation, I need one thing from you. Hit that like button to show that you're ready to take control of your mornings. Drop a comment telling me your biggest morning struggle. Share this video with someone who needs it. And subscribe, because we are building an army of people who refuse to let life just happen to them. And whatever you do, don't skip any part of this video. Every piece builds on the last. If this message resonates with you, write it in the comments to keep it close to your heart. I control my morning. I control my day. Number 1. I am responsible for how today feels. The moment you take complete responsibility for your emotional state, everything changes. This isn't about blaming yourself for the bad things that happen. It's about claiming your power to choose your response to whatever comes your way. Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, discovered this truth in the darkest conditions imaginable. He wrote, Everything can be taken from a man but one thing. The last of human freedoms to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. If someone could maintain emotional control inside a concentration camp, then you can maintain it in your daily life. Most people live like emotional victims. Their mood depends on traffic, the weather, other people's behavior, or the balance in their bank account. They wake up and immediately check their phone, letting notifications decide whether they'll feel good or bad. This is emotional slavery, and it's the reason most people feel powerless in their own lives. When you say, "I am responsible for how today feels," you're making a declaration of independence. You're saying your happiness, your peace, your confidence, they're not up for sale. You're taking ownership of the one thing no one can ever take from you. Your response: this doesn't mean you'll never feel hurt, frustrated, or sad. It means you understand that these emotions are temporary visitors, not permanent residents. You can't control what happens to you, but you can always control what happens within you. Epictetus taught that we suffer not from events themselves, but from our judgments about them. Change the judgment, and you change the suffering. This affirmation rewires your mind to stop searching outward for stability and start looking inward for strength. Every morning, place your hand on your heart and say, "I am responsible for how today feels. My emotions are my choice. My peace is my decision. Today, I choose strength over weakness, clarity over confusion, and hope over fear." Watch what happens when you stop being a victim of circumstance and start being the author of your emotional experience. You'll discover a freedom most people never experience. Number 2, nothing can disturb my peace without my permission. Your peace of mind is a fortress and you are the gatekeeper. Every morning you decide who and what gets access to your mental space. Most people leave their gates wide open, allowing every criticism, worry, or negative thought to march right in. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. True power is not controlling everything around you, it's controlling everything within you. When you declare, "Nothing can disturb my peace without my permission," you're setting boundaries around your inner world. You're saying your tranquility is not a public park where anyone can dump their problems. You become the guardian of your own mind. This doesn't mean you shut down your emotions. It means you develop the discipline to stay centered even when life becomes turbulent. You can acknowledge hurtful words without letting them ruin your day. You can recognize a setback without letting it shake your confidence. The secret lies in the pause, the sacred space between stimulus and response. Most people react so fast they don't even know this space exists. But once you train yourself to find it, you unlock a superpower every morning. Stand in front of the mirror and say, "Nothing can disturb my peace without my permission. I am the guardian of my inner world. Today, I decide who gets access to my mind. My peace is not for sale." Drop this affirmation in the comments. I am the guardian of my own peace. Today, I focus only on what I can control. Number 3, today. I focus only on what I can control. The fastest path to misery is trying to control things that were never yours to control. Yet millions of people spend their days worrying about opinions, whether politics, the economy, or 1,000 other things they can't influence. Epictetus taught the foundation of Stoicism. Some things are in our control, and others are not. He categorized life into two simple boxes: what you can control and what you can't. Master this distinction, and you master your life. What can you truly control? Your effort, your attitude, your actions, your reactions, your decisions. That's it. Everything else, other people's behavior, the past, the future, disasters, the stock market, your boss's mood is outside your power. Most people have this backwards. They spend the majority of their energy on the uncontrollable and ignore the things they can actually influence. They worry about what might happen later instead of focusing on what they can do right now. They stress about what someone might think instead of shaping who they want to become. When you wake up and say, "Today I focus only on what I can control," you're choosing effectiveness over anxiety, action over worry, influence over helplessness. The ancient Stoics used the circle of control, imagining life divided into 3 rings: what you control completely, what you influence partially, and what you can't control at all. Your job is to put 90% of your attention into that first circle, 10% into the second, and absolutely 0 into the third. This morning practice reshapes everything. Instead of waking up overwhelmed by everything going wrong in the world, you wake up energized by everything you can make right in your own sphere. Instead of feeling powerless, you feel laser-focused. Instead of scattered anxiety, you experience clarity with purpose. Stand up, look yourself in the mirror, and say with conviction, "Today I focus only on what I can control. I will not waste energy on things outside my power. My attention goes to my actions, my effort, and my responses. This is where my power lives." Number 4, my worth is not measured by today's outcomes. Your value as a human being has nothing to do with winning the argument, landing the promotion, or having a flawless day. Yet most people tie their self-worth to daily performance, like a roller coaster that never stops soaring when things go right, crashing when they don't. The Stoic philosopher Seneca, advisor to emperors and one of Rome's wealthiest men, learned this truth the hard way. After being exiled by Caligula and later ordered to take his own life by Nero, he realized that external achievements are temporary, but inner worth is eternal. He wrote, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." Your worth reaches far beyond any single outcome. Society trains us to measure ourselves by productivity, our bank account, our relationships, or our achievements. We wake up thinking we must earn our worth by bedtime. This is exhausting and destructive because it makes your self-esteem depend on things that are partly or completely outside your control. When you say, "My worth is not measured by today's outcomes," you're breaking free from the performance trap. You're declaring that your value is inherent, not earned. You existed before today's challenges, and you will exist after today's wins or losses. Who you are is not up for negotiation. This doesn't mean you stop caring about results. It means you separate your effort from your identity. You can pursue excellence without tying your self-respect to whether you achieve it. You can be disappointed by outcomes without being destroyed by them. You can celebrate success without depending on it for your sense of worth. The Stoics taught that true confidence comes from knowing who you are beneath the surface. They called external results preferred indifference, things you'd prefer to go well, but that do not define you. Getting the job is preferred. Not getting it does not make you less valuable. Every morning, repeat this liberating truth. My worth is not measured by today's outcomes. I am valuable because I exist, not because of what I achieve. Today, I will give my best effort knowing my value is not on trial. Success or failure remain worthy of love, respect, and dignity. Number 5, I will act, not just intend. The gap between good intentions and real action is where most dreams quietly die. Every morning, millions of people wake up with beautiful plans. Start the business, call that friend, begin the workout, write that book. But by the end of the day, they've done nothing but think about doing something. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, in the morning, when thou ristest unwillingly, let this thought be present. I am rising to the work of a human being. Understood that intentions, without action, are just sophisticated procrastination. The difference between successful people and everyone else isn't talent or luck, it's the ability to close the gap between thinking and doing. While most people are perfecting their plans, successful people are perfecting their execution. While most people wait for the right moment, successful people create the moment through action. When you declare, I will act, not just intend, you're committing to becoming a person of action, not endless preparation. You're choosing to do things imperfectly rather than plan things perfectly and never begin. Stoicism is built on a simple truth. Virtue is action. It's not enough to know what's right. You must do what's right. Knowledge without action is just entertainment. Your morning declaration creates what psychologists call an implementation intention, a clear link between your goals and your behavior. Instead of I want to exercise, you say, I will act on my health. Instead of I should call my parents, you say, I will act on my commitment to family. When you shift from intending to acting, everything changes. You stop being a spectator in your own life and start being the main character. You stop waiting for permission and start creating opportunities. You stop hoping life gets better and start making life better. Say it now, I will act, not just intend. Today, I choose action over analysis, progress over perfection, and doing over dreaming. My intentions mean nothing without my actions. Today, I act. Number 6. Every challenge is a chance to grow stronger. The same fire that melts butter hardens steel. Every morning you decide which one you'll be when life turns up the heat. Most people see obstacles as punishment. The wise see them as the gymnasium where character is forged. James Stockdale, a U.S. Navy admiral who survived 7 brutal years as a prisoner of war, credited his survival to Stoic philosophy. He said, never confuse faith that you will prevail in the end with the discipline to confront the most brutal facts of your current reality. He understood that challenges don't break youth, they reveal you, right now. You're facing something difficult, financial pressure, relationship strain, health struggles, career uncertainty. It's natural to wish these problems away, to feel unlucky, to ask why me. But what if these challenges aren't happening to you? What if they're happening for you? The Stoics believed adversity was training designed by fate to strengthen your character. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Every obstacle contains an opportunity, if you choose to see it." When you say, "Every challenge is a chance to grow stronger," you're reshaping the entire meaning of hardship. You stop being a victim and start being a student. You stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" This doesn't mean seeking pain or romanticizing struggle. It means understanding that growth requires resistance, and resistance creates meaning. Muscles grow under tension. Character grows under challenge. Every morning, prepare yourself. Every challenge is a chance to grow stronger. I welcome difficulties as opportunities to strengthen my character. Today's obstacles will become tomorrow's strengths. I do not pray for an easier life. Pray to become a stronger person. Number 7. I will not compare my journey to anyone else's. Comparison doesn't just steal. Joy destroys confidence, progress, and authenticity. Every morning, millions wake up and instantly compare their lives to the highlight reels on social media, forgetting that they're comparing their real struggles to someone's filtered perfection. Epictetus said, "How much trouble he avoids who does not look to see what his neighbor says or does, but only to what he does himself." He knew that your only real competition is the person you were yesterday. Social media makes comparison a daily addiction. You see someone's vacation and suddenly your life feels dull. Someone's promotion makes your career feel stagnant. Someone's relationship post makes your love life feel inadequate. But what you don't see are their fears, failures, doubts, and private struggles. When you declare, "I will not compare my journey to anyone else's," you choose to run your own race at your own pace, toward your own goals. You refuse to let other people's timelines define your worth. Everyone has different starting lines, resources, obstacles, and dreams. Your path is yours alone. Your journey is unique because you are unique. Trying to live someone else's life is like trying to wear someone else's shoes. They simply won't fit. It might look good from the outside, but it will never truly fit you, and eventually, it will only bring you pain. The people who live the most successful and fulfilling lives have learned to define success on their own terms. They've stopped trying to impress people they don't even like with achievements that were never meant for them. They've learned to celebrate others without shrinking themselves. And they've learned to appreciate their own progress without needing anyone's applause. This morning, make a commitment to living authentically. I will not compare my journey to anyone else's. My path is unique, my timing is right, and my progress matters. Today, I celebrate the success of others without questioning my own worth. I am exactly where I need to be on my own unique path. Number 8. I choose discipline over motivation. Motivation is like the weather, unpredictable, temporary, and completely outside your control. Some days you wake up ready to conquer the world. Other days, getting out of bed feels like a challenge. But discipline works like breathing. It functions whether you feel like it or not. The Roman general and Stoic philosopher Marcus Cato the Younger was famous for his unshakable discipline. Even during the harsh winter, he walked barefoot through the streets of Rome to strengthen his will. He understood that comfort is the enemy of greatness, and that discipline is the bridge between your goals and your achievements. He proved that you don't need motivation to act, you just need discipline. Most people sit around waiting for a lightning strike of motivation. They think they need to feel energized before taking action. So they wait and wait and wait, wondering why nothing in their life changes. Meanwhile, disciplined people are quietly building empires while everyone else is building excuses. When you tell yourself, "I choose discipline over motivation," you're declaring freedom from your emotions. You're saying your actions aren't held hostage by how you feel. You're choosing to be the kind of person who does what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. Discipline is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you add strength to your character. Every time you act when you don't feel like it, you prove to yourself that you can be trusted with your own commitments. The Stoics called this the discipline of action, doing what virtue requires, even when it's difficult, boring, or uncomfortable. They knew motivation comes and goes, but discipline builds the kind of consistent action that creates an extraordinary life. Think of the most successful person you know. I promise you, they aren't more motivated than you. They're more disciplined than you. They've learned to separate their actions from their feelings and tie their behavior to their values. This morning, make this declaration: I choose discipline over motivation. I act from commitment, not emotion. Today, I will do what I said I would do, no matter how I feel. My discipline is my superpower. Drop this affirmation in the comments. My discipline creates my destiny. Number 9, gratitude will shape how I see the day. Your perspective becomes your reality, and gratitude is the lens that turns ordinary moments into extraordinary blessings. Every morning, you can choose to focus on what's missing or on what's already here. One choice brings misery, the other brings abundance, Seneca said. It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. He understood that gratitude isn't about ignoring problems. It's about recognizing the miracles that exist beside them right now. As you listen to this, your heart is beating without effort. Your lungs are breathing without instruction. You likely have clean water, a roof, and access to technology that would look like magic to anyone from a century ago. Yet most mornings, we wake up thinking about what we don't have. When you declare, gratitude will shape how I see the day, you train your brain to see abundance instead of lack. Neuroscience shows that gratitude literally rewires your brain, creating pathways that make you naturally more resilient, more optimistic, and more content. Gratitude doesn't mean pretending everything is perfect. It means maintaining perspective. It means remembering that even on your worst days, there are still things worth appreciating. Happiness isn't about getting everything you want, it's about valuing everything you already have. The Stoics practiced negative visualization, the loss of what they had so they could appreciate it more deeply. They weren't being pessimistic. They were cultivating gratitude. This morning practice can change your entire day. Instead of waking up focused on problems, you wake up focused on blessings. Instead of feeling deprived, you feel full. Instead of seeing obstacles, you see opportunities to grow. Gratitude will shape how I see the day. I will notice the good around me. Today, I choose abundance over scarcity, appreciation over complaint, and wonder over worry. My grateful heart creates my happy life. Number 10. I will end the day better than I started. Every sunrise gives you a new contract. If you invest the day wisely, you go to bed richer in wisdom, stronger in character, and closer to the person you're becoming. This isn't about huge breakthroughs every single day. It's about the compound effect of small improvements that turn ordinary days into extraordinary lives. Seneca had a powerful evening ritual, reviewing his day and asking, "What wound did I heal? What failing did I resist? Where can I improve?" He knew perfection wasn't the goal, progress was. Even a 1% improvement each day can transform your life. Improve by 1% daily, and in a year, you're 37 times stronger. With this mindset, everything becomes an opportunity. A difficult conversation becomes a chance for courage. A mistake becomes information. A delay becomes patience training. Every experience becomes material for growth. With this approach, failure becomes impossible. Even a terrible day can end better than it began, because reflection turns pain into wisdom. Even mistakes become tools for tomorrow. This isn't about self-criticism. It's about intentional growth. When you end each day better than you began, you build momentum that pushes you toward the life you want. Your future self depends on the choices you make today. Make them count. These 10 morning declarations aren't just words, they're a blueprint for building an unshakable life. When you start each day with responsibility, peace, focus, self-worth, action, courage, discipline, gratitude, and growth, you shift from reacting to life to shaping it. The ancient Stoics understood something modern self-help often forgets. True strength isn't pretending everything is fine. It's cultivating the inner power to face anything with clarity and courage. You don't need to master all 10 immediately. Start with one that resonates. Build slowly. The goal isn't to become a Stoic philosopher overnight, it's to become more intentional, more resilient, and more in control each day. Your mornings shape your days. Your days shape your life. Your life shapes your legacy. Make each morning count. If this message resonated, hit that like button. Share it with someone who needs this. Comment your favorite morning declaration below. And don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing content. Your future self will thank you for the investment you make in your mornings today.